Hi, I'm Jane Addams, Dr. Jane. I have a PhD in social psychology and advanced training in psychodynamics and psychotherapy, but I don't practice those. I'm a writer and I'm a coach. And I'm a coach because I sort of don't have the patience to wait for people to get the insight. When I think I know what's going on, I want to raise my hand and say, hey, and give them some advice they can use. And I do that mostly by phone and email, in between writing and speaking. And a lot of the work I've been doing lately is about boundaries, which is how I got to Dr. Cloud and how Dr. Cloud got to me. Now, boundaries have been an important part of my life for a long time, but I didn't know it until the first time I was really aware of a boundary invasion that I'd committed, as opposed to when somebody else committed it. Now, you may not know what boundary trespass is, but you know by the feeling. It's like a silent alarm that sounds inside and says, oh, somebody's getting too close. And we've all felt that, women particularly, because people get too close to us in a lot of ways. Not just physically, but emotionally. We're sort of there for them to dump their stuff on. That's a boundary invasion too. So I would like to talk a little bit about where boundaries come from, how you can manipulate them to get the two things that every human being wants: autonomy or independence and intimacy. That's born in us. We want to have both of those things. And it's very difficult to get both of those things at the same time without losing who you, the individual, are. And that's where boundaries come in. Boundaries are what separate us from other people. They're where you end and I begin. They're internal. They're like a mental barrier between our feelings, our thoughts, and our impulses. Some of us have really weak inner boundaries and do very crazy things acting on our feelings or our impulses. When we're young, impulses pretty much control who we are. But as we get older, the boundaries between these three inner states get firmer. Then there are the boundaries between us and other people, where I end and you begin. That's where we usually feel boundary trespass. And that's where needing to find some way of closing your boundaries or opening them when it's appropriate is important. It's a skill that you can learn and cultivate. And in these videos, I'm going to teach you how.